For a while, I just let 225 shares of Beyond Meat sit in my account. It's a micro trade. This isn't QQQ or SPY or NVDA or even VIG. Nobody's retirement depends on this position. The real capital is small, and yes, with something like Beyond, the theoretical risk of total loss is very real. But hope is not a trading strategy. And once I started sharing this trade sequence publicly, I kind of locked myself in. I'm going to document it. I'm going to manage it, even if that means seeing it through to the end, including a possible loss. Now, I could de-assign the whole thing emotionally, close everything out, admit defeat, and move on. Instead, I decided to de-assign strategically. Back on December 26th, I was assigned shares. Today, I chose to reverse that assignment, selling 100 shares and setting up a new in-the-money put, essentially recreating what a role might have done if I had chosen that path then. Same discipline, same framework that I use on much larger positions, just scaled down. So here's what the adjustments look like today. Beyond Meat is currently trading at about 72 cents a share, and I have 225 shares. My average adjusted cost per share is just above 90 cents right now. My most recent trade was an assignment to buy 100 shares on December 26th, and soon after that, 2 covered calls that I had in the account expired without being assigned. So I have a plan today to diversify my strategy a little bit. I considered just selling 2 covered calls with a strike price of $1, but I've decided instead I'm going to sell 100 shares and then sell a cash secured put with a $1 strike price. This essentially negates the assignment from December 26th and gives me a new cash secured put without actually needing to expand the position. And then I'm going to sell a covered call with a $1 strike price. I'll need to choose an expiration date for that. And while the price is so suppressed today, I think I'm going to go ahead and add just a few more shares to the position, but not many. Okay, step 1, sell 100 shares. I'm selling these shares at a loss compared to the assignment price from December 26th. So I've just sold them for about a 27 cent per share loss. So I want to sell a cash secured put with a $1 strike price that brings me more than 28 cents a share. And to do that, I'm probably going to need to go all the way out to March 20th. I see a bid of 22 and an ask of 38. The last fill was at 31 cents a share. Let's see if I can get 32 cents a share for this contract. And if not, I'll look at another date. All right, that filled at 35 cents a share, even better than I expected or asked for. So let's put those 2 trades on the spreadsheet, and then I'll go back and look at possible covered calls. I just sold 100 shares and received $72.06 for them, and then sold a cash secured put that expires on March 20th, receiving $34.34 for it. Now this collateral value is not super accurate. A $34.34 return on $100 in 37 days gives me an annualized rate of return of $338.76, but it doesn't really take into consideration that I sold this put in the money. And the share price itself right now is just about 72 cents. So I'm not giving a lot of weight to this annualized rate of return. Now I'm going to look for a covered call with a strike price of $1. I'm going to look first at this March 20th expiration. And it looks like I could bring in about 7 cents a share. So after trading fees, that would be $6.34. If I tried for a shorter holding period, I'm going to look at some other dates. The $1 call for February 20th, that's 9 days out, would bring me $1, which would end up being 34 cents. Definitely not worth it. February 27th, I would get about $2.34. And that's not a terrible return for a 16-day trade with a strike price this low. March 6th would be a little over $4. Pretty much the same for March 13th. So I think I'm going to just stick with the same expiration date and sell this covered call. It filled at 7 cents a share, so that's $6.34 into the account. Let's do a quick sum. I'm now out of pocket $91.79, and I have 125 shares. So a little division shows me my average investment per share right now is $73.43. But if I am assigned to buy the 100 shares with this cash secured put, my average or adjusted cost per share is going to go up again. So I don't really like using this low number. I think it's artificially depressed right now. So I'm going to just go back and use this 91 cents a share as my collateral value for this covered call. This is a closer estimate of what I'm actually earning with this collateral. And that's a much more reasonable 68.73% annualized rate of return. And even though I really don't want to expand this trade, I am going to make one more move today to lower my adjusted cost per share just a little bit. I'm going to buy 10 shares. It filled at 0.713 per share, so I just spent $7.13 to add 10 shares to this account. I'm still out of pocket just under $100, and now I'm going to divide by 135 instead of 125. Now I'll write my instructions to myself. With the cash secured put, if it is still in the money on March 20th, I plan to roll it. And with the covered call, if it goes in the money, I will accept assignment. If the covered call goes in the money and I accept assignment, I know that the cash secured put will expire worthless. And I don't know what I'll do with those additional 35 shares that I could potentially have left if that happens.